This will be the last video in my quest for truth. I've answered the questions I sought to answer. My questions, though shared by many, were my own and were based on the things I was taught to be true, in contrast to the things that seemed to contradict that teaching. I am a firm believer that what I know and what is real are not necessarily the same thing. So for me, every thought I have starts with the idea of, if this is true. I can't help it. That's just the way I am. I know I could be completely wrong about everything. The reality I deal with every day tells me that. There are guys in rubber rooms who know they are Napoleon Bonaparte. They know it, no reservations about it at all, as they bash their bodies against the wall of an opposing army, holding them back from their Waterloo. Maybe they are Napoleon. Maybe I'm the one in the rubber room. Maybe you are. The point is, insanity seldom sees itself as insane. So the best any of us can do is behave according to the reality we are given and hope that either we are right or that it doesn't matter if we're wrong. This will be the last video in this series because I have found the missing piece. I have found the candle in the darkness. It was right there in front of me the whole time. I don't know how I missed it. I honestly have no idea how I could have been so blind to it, or how no one noticed it. Maybe we all noticed it, but it's so blaringly obvious we went, nah, can't be. The Gospel according to St. John chapter 3, verse 16 reads, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." John 3:16 is a key piece of scripture every Sunday school boy and girl are taught. Every Christian who has spent even only a couple of days a year at a church knows this verse by heart. It represents a core philosophy in the Christian faith, but of course it's only commentary. It's the author rendering in summation his interpretation of the story preceding it. And sadly, he, as apparently most Christians, completely missed the implication of the actual words spoken by that only begotten Son when he was hanging on that cross. When he was up there being laughed at, ridiculed, stabbed, degraded, he didn't say, "Father, forgive those who ask for forgiveness." He didn't say, "Father, forgive those who believeth in me." What he said was, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." John 3:16 is therefore wrong. We are all forgiven, every last one of us. Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we're all just making our best guess based on information we believe to be true. A perfect and loving God knows that and does not condemn us for it. A perfect and loving God has no need to condemn us. But there were so many who believed we were condemned. Maybe it's hard to accept that we were never condemned. Jesus asked God to forgive us because our limited minds cannot truly grasp the beauty we are capable of if we only let go of our fear of not being beautiful. But he didn't need to do that for God to forgive us. He did it for our sake, because we needed to hear that we were forgiven. It never needed to be said. We just needed to hear it. So go live your life in peace. Stop thinking there is no hope for you. There is great hope for you. Don't give up on doing things you believe in just because you believe in the end it won't matter. It all matters. Ours is a great adventure, billions of them in fact, all interwoven into a beautiful tapestry of pain and pleasure, love and hate, creation and destruction, life, death, light, dark, wealth, poverty, fun, misery, things that cannot be experienced outside of this imperfect bubble we call home. So be thankful for your life. Whether or not it's the only one you'll ever have, be thankful to have been given this chance to experience what God cannot. Knowing everything means never knowing fear when you hear footsteps in a dark alley at night, or the joy of seeing your newborn son for the first time. Be thankful. I am, if I'm even really here at all. see the sun with eyes closed, never gonna feel the wind blow. Once you put on your halo, never understand the sorrow, or looking forward to tomorrow, or wondering if tomorrow will be for you and for me. Well, I guess we'll have to muddle through until the day is done. But baby, you're not the only one to wonder if tomorrow will ever come. That's life, I guess, but do we have to throw it all away? If it's the end of the world, we know, let's just relax and enjoy the show. Tomorrow come what may.